Welcome to episode 15 of Mi Casa Your Market. And today, you'll find out. Hello, I'm Angel. I'm a licensed real estate professional, and I've been in sales for over a decade.
Hello, I'm Angie, licensed real estate professional and listing specialist.
And I'm Austin. I'm the lead creative at Caldwell Banker Coast Realty.
All right, cool. So today's episode is, as promised previously, the rant episode.
Rant.
We're not going to follow a structure today. We're just going to rant.
But do we ever really?
Do we ever really? I mean, the structure is
we have a
one,
little.
2,
1, 2,
3.
3. That's
the structure.
it. That's
what
all
we do
we
in
got.
there goes whatever.
All right.
So I figured we'd talk about some of crazy clients' experiences and stuff.
All right.
I mean, there's no real order, so does anybody want to go first with their crazy client? I know you. I already know you got one.
Well,
All right.
If you guys insist.
I insist.
Okay, so, for legal purposes and everything, I'm not going to be mentioning any names or location or anything else than just character example A and character example B and such. So, I call this one the nightmare before Christmas. It literally took place during September and
It's
October.
so impactful. It has a title.
It has a title, and I will always remember. It really did something to me. And this was while I was in the process of mentorship. So it just traumatized me even more. But it was also such a great learning experience because eventually, now you know for your future one what kind of things to set as boundaries and such.
Yeah.
So for this specific person, everything seemed fine. Like this person was motivated. They even brought their family along. So family decision was very important for them. Yeah. Which, I get it. For a lot of big decisions, it's just essential. Yeah. No problem there. We go through the process of pro funds. Everything's beautiful. We were like, this is gonna be easy because she's a buyer. She's determined. Yeah. She knows what she wanted.
Cash purchase.
Purchase. So that should have been like a once and done deal. So from day one, we got documents signed and things in there. At the beginning, you really get a feel of the person and get to know their personalities. And based on how they treat other people, especially when they have family, you really get to see the dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
But that didn't really raise a flag, at least for me. And I really have to speak on this, that we worked this transaction together. So he knows what I'm talking about. His reactions, he was there.
It was bad.
He saw it all. And please collaborate if you need, because I know I'm gonna leave things behind. There were things that he was dealing on his own, I was dealing on other stuff on my own. So it wasn't until we actually got started on the process of showing homes that we started what's going on.
Yeah.
So for context, there's gonna be a mom and a daughter. There's gonna be another person involved. I'm not gonna mention because that will give a little bit too much away.
Yeah.
But this lady, again, super normal looking and everything. Once we start viewing homes, the first home is not really alarm, but she's really in love with the home. And there's some things that you don't, you need to avoid saying whenever you're looking at a home, like making big promises, especially if you have the owner at home.
Yeah.
That's when I started seeing the signs. Yeah. I was making we want it, this is the one, and it's don't do that if you just started the process.
Right.
But again,
right.
It can happen to anybody, so we didn't really think
you
much
lose
of it.
you lose all negotiating power.
Yes. But then we started seeing that the home was for this person, but we needed to satisfy this person because they were both gonna live together. So money came from point A, mom, and point B was the person that was gonna be making the decision, which made things very tight eventually.
Okay.
And then arguments started. I have never experienced this with any other client. Ever.
That's good.
There was so much fighting. I'm talking Italian level. Discussions.
Yelling at the top of their lungs.
It was insane.
Inside of the home.
No way.
It got to a point where you felt like you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like you really needed to step outside and give them the space.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But some of the things, at least that's how it started. There were some things here and there that were then we started noticing that as we saw the homes purposely, this said client daughter was looking specifically at homes where she knew her mom would be like the farthest room in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
if she could have a basement for herself, that's fine. Anything as long as it benefited her, the daughter.
Yeah.
Little context on one of the situations in the showings. Mom loved one of the houses. Mm-hmm. She did not. She used a change of level as an excuse that I can't be in this home because it was an open floor plan home, so mom couldn't be thrown into a corner.
Okay.
She used a change of level as the excuse of we can't buy this home because if she falls there, I'm not gonna, and then proceeds to make us show her a 3-story home. Ooh. And when I showed up, my first question was, what changed? Because you went from not wanting that home because it has one level change to this one that has 2 staircases.
What?
And she's like, she'll be fine. Stairs are fine. It's the change of level that's not right. But stairs are okay.
What?
She just wanted her far away as possible. So even if that involves stairs, it doesn't matter. Anything in her no list, she eventually chose if it benefited her at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only that, we specifically wanted a home with character. Then magically she wanted new construction. And I was like, okay, I mean, people are allowed to change their mind. I don't want to spook anybody here.
Yeah.
You're allowed to make rants. It's just imagine everything just multiplied by 10. Just crazy skyrocketing. The arguments were just nasty. I'm talking like name calling and things as such, like you're crazy and other things.
F-bombs galore. Like we're both of Latin descent, and respect for your elders is big in the Latin culture.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead speaking to my father or mother that way. It
was foul. So bad.
So foul. So just not
It was
right.
a nightmare. It got to a point where we also warned, like, just the decency whenever we're showing homes. Please allow us time to notify that seller because sometimes the home is not on, it's not vacant. People occupying it, and that's fine. We just need enough time to let them know, have a heads up. This person understood that as give them 5 minutes.
Yep.
It was I remember that one time we were working this together, which it was great because if I was not available, he was available, and if he was available, I wasn't available. So we made it work. But there was a Sunday. I'm talking like at 6 p.m. I was having a nice time. I was at Target with my little Starbies, enjoying life, looking at the clearance racket.
Looking at the clearance rack.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful evening. And then I get a call. And of course, this is so optional. Like, you don't get to be pushed around if you don't want to. That's the importance of boundaries. And now I know how to state them more clearly.
Yeah.
But then, I get a call. You call me and, he's like, hey, she is driving by this neighborhood and wants to see this house. Can you do this? Are you available? And also, are you willing to? Of course. I want the money. I want the relationship.
Yeah.
I want the deal to go through. And definitely with this one that we were just being stretched side to side. We were
for sure.
a whole week just focused on her. There was no time for other business.
Because she was literally, like Angie said, she just calls out of the blue and says, I want to see this house right now.
That's crazy.
And then they were leaving, they were from out of the area. And they were leaving the area. They changed the day they were leaving the area 3 times. And they kept dangling that carrot in front of us. We got to leave tomorrow, so I need to see this today. And then tomorrow came. It's like, we decided to stay one more day.
Yeah.
We're leaving tomorrow. We need to see this today.
Yeah.
And we decided to stay one more day. We're leaving tomorrow. We need to see this today. Like,
It was insane. And just for the last portion of all this ranting on my part, there was one specific instance that I guess it was the end of it. It really was like the last time that I really did see her. She wants to see this home again last minute. Thank goodness this fellow agent who had the seller was from our office. So I felt, I felt in the trust of be like, hey, can we, it's short term, last minute, but the home is vacant. But can you do us a favor? Worked out perfectly. I'm waiting. half an hour passes by, 40-minute passes by. I'm almost to an hour waiting in this home vacant for them. Nothing. I have to call. I'm like, hey, oh, and they're like, oh, we're looking at another street on another house on the outside. I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, they were just toying with my time in such a way that I was like, I'm like, patience is practice, not given.
Yeah.
So after all that whole miscommunication, I get to show the home, and they're like, okay, now that we're done, mind you, the sun is already setting. The stars are already up there.
Yeah.
And if you're from Florida, you know that we get the stars by 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. When it's summertime-ish. So we go to see this other home that was just listed that day. And she's like, yeah, I went to the backyard. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
She opened the gate to walk because she liked the trees that were in the house. She's like, I don't know if we can access it from the back part.
There's a term for that. It's called breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
What the heck?
I'm sorry.
She's also from out of the area, so she doesn't know that in our great state of Florida, we have stand your ground rules. And if you trespass on my property, you can leave like Swiss cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was very scared for her, but long last, thank goodness the agent was pretty new and she was super nice. So, you know, when you have a new agent, you know they're gonna go above and beyond. They're gonna answer your phone calls and do everything.
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, no, don't worry, I'll help you out and this and that. And thank goodness ended up in a nice note. But that last argument in that house, that's everything ended after. I never saw them again. There were some negotiation from your part, and I know you have your horror story from them.
So my little tidbit is there was a few homes that, so everything Angie said, it really doesn't do it justice. You have to live through it. Like telling you the story of this doesn't do it justice. It was absolutely traumatic. From a new agent perspective, from someone who's already been in the industry, it was traumatic for both of us. It was not cool. The other thing that she would also do, which as if you're an agent out there and you're newer, older agents already know, don't let them do this to you. But if you're a newer agent, she was trying to manipulate me into saying things that are just not true or that I'm not allowed to say due to my code of ethics. She would make me say like, Angel, write that this house is in a super safe neighborhood and nothing's gonna ever happen to us. I'm like, I can't say things like that. You have to do your due diligence. That is. It leads into steering, and it's not the right way of doing business. She would also say like, hey, Angel, write that this house will increase in value by at least 50 grand in at least in 2 years.
Oh, there were a lot of things to convince the mom, like to lie to the family members as well.
She would want me to lie. And
gosh.
I would straight up tell her, I don't lie.
Yeah.
In front of her mom, I say, I don't lie. I will not say something that is not true or that I cannot say because it violates my code of ethics.
Yeah.
It was
bad. There was some negotiations because as Angie was doing a lot of the logistics, I was doing a lot of the footwork. I was doing a lot of the logistics and the contracts and stuff. She made me write 4 contracts.
It was quite a few.
She made me write 4 contracts, and every time the contract hit her inbox, a new house popped up. She didn't want that house. She wants to go look at another house before signing that contract. And then she would ask me, tell them we want to give them this much. I'm like, what do you mean tell them we want to give them, do you want to write an offer for this property? It's like, no, just call them and tell them we want to give them this much. See what they say. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not how this works.
From other agent perspective, I'm receiving a call and telling, hey, will you take this much? So, well, let me talk to my sellers. Hey, or my clients, hey, we have an offer for this much. Angel, they want to come back with this much. I go to them, they want to come back with this happened on the first transaction. After that, I never did it again. I told them we're only writing contracts, which is why they never signed the paper.
Yeah.
They came back with this. It's like, okay, I think that's good. I'm like, all right, I call them back. Hey, looks like we've got a deal. I'm going to go ahead and head home, write the contract. It'll be in your inbox. I write the contract. I send it to them for signatures. Signatures never come.
Oh, man.
And now they want to go see another house.
Crickets.
Jeez.
So, and then the other house, they did the same thing. Call them and see if they'll take this much. I'm not doing that. No. If you want to put in an offer, we can put in an offer.
Yeah.
And they will counter and we'll settle on something. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. It's not fair. 'Cause, I mean, you're calling other people and getting them excited about a sale.
Yeah, their hopes up.
And then we're doing negotiations and, you know, now everybody's let down. No. So yeah, it was, Angie hit the nail on the head saying traumatic. It was definitely a traumatic client.
Yeah, plus the speed at which you spoke, it was like ADHD on crack. 1,000 miles per hour. It was insane.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure there was some medication not being used.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
Definitely
PTSD right
a
here.
crazy one for sure.
Austin, you want to go next?
I'm gonna be honest. I really haven't had anything that compares to that.
No, I think she takes the cake. That's what
Yeah, you
first.
take
She
the
takes
cake on
I
that
just had a
one.
lot to say.
But I have had clients in the past that have not been like necessarily crazy, but have seen my work initially and have hated that exact thing that I produced for them. When I first started, I used to do photos for events and birthday parties and things. So I started with a birthday party, and this lady gave me no expectation of what she wanted. She was just like, oh, I got recommendations for you. I've seen a little bit of what you do, and I think I like it. So you want to come to my birthday party, take pictures. Mind you, this lady's like 75, 80 years old, and she wanted pictures of her birthday party.
Nice.
I get there, and I don't know. I'm just taking pictures like you're at an event. But they have a photo booth, and people are like, here, come take our pictures at the photo booth and everything. But there was no expectation of, hey, we want like a photo booth photographer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where someone will come and set up their camera with the photo booth, having flashes and lights. I didn't have any of that because I wasn't told. I was like, oh, I'm gonna shoot this like an event.
Yeah.
Like I normally do. I do a
Right.
lot of events, so I'm gonna come in and just shoot people having fun and doing
Canon.
things. So I did a lot of candid pictures, and then when I sent my final photos and everything, this lady is like, where's all the pictures at the photo booth? And I'm like, you didn't tell me that you wanted photo booth pictures.
Yeah.
So how can you expect?
You just told me come take pictures.
You just told me to come take pictures. I'm gonna take pictures of the event, not the photo booth, because that's not what I was told.
Yeah.
And about 3 times she's like, well, do you have this? Do you have that? I'm like, no, because you didn't give me any expectation of what you wanted.
Communication is key.
Communication is key.
So I just was taking pictures of people having fun and everything, and she was like, well, can you redo this and redo that? And I just started out. I got paid. I didn't know that usually people charge to do re-edits and stuff like that. So I went and re-edited things like 2 or 3 times. She just like was never happy.
Can't make everybody happy.
Then she goes to, even after all that, she recommends me to someone else. And I go to this was an actual event, so I was just taking pictures of an event. And that person ends up not liking what I did either. And I'm like, what? You saw my stuff that I did for this lady. She obviously didn't like it. Then she recommended me for some odd reason.
Yeah.
And then you don't like it either. What?
Is it a friend group that just likes to complain?
I guess so.
It runs in the family.
Older generation. I don't know. They expected
insane.
something that obviously you didn't tell me.
They've got and I don't know, now with the experience you can do that in the future when somebody else. But there's difference in photography, and different in I'm gonna call it subject matter.
Yeah.
When there's different ages, like old folks remember photography's being taken in a way that might not be the way new people do.
It's completely different.
For like example, the events when Coldwell Banker does an event and you do the videography and photography for it, it's a great video.
Yeah.
And it's a nice video to post on social media and things like that. But you show that to an older generation person, they may be like, oh no, that's what he did a 1-minute video. Am I supposed to be impressed? Like, oh, you don't understand. Yeah. You just don't understand that he took an entire evening and compressed it and edited it to a 1-minute video that can be easily shared with everybody.
They're thinking,
it's a different art.
Oh, he's gonna come and shoot every little detail of this thing, and it's gonna be like a news story. Yeah, because they're used to that news anchors and stuff. If you're gonna do a video of something, you're getting like a news forecast. Of what that event was.
But I think communication is key. Like setting the expectation at the beginning, and if you give me no expectation.
Yeah, and that helped me because now I actually ask everything. I'm like, okay, so how do you want this? Yeah. Because if I can't do what you want, I'm not going to.
Right.
I'm not going to come out and shoot this really weird video that doesn't match any of my style.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah, that makes that.
An experience like that will definitely like traumatize me enough to remember. Like, are you sure you don't want to?
And I don't want someone that's gonna constantly ask, "Oh, can I redo this? Can I redo that?"
Yeah, no.
I actually don't like this very little minuscule thing that you did. Can you just take that out?
Oh my gosh. Thing is it's like you said, you were new.
Yeah.
You just wanted to
Even
please.
when I started here, I would try a little harder to add different effects and everything. And people didn't like that. They're like, we don't want any of that. What are you doing? Can you take that out? And it would be something I tried for like 3 hours trying to figure out how to do this one thing. And they'd be like, can you take this one thing out? That's the one thing we didn't like.
Yeah, I know. I've heard through the grapevine some of those conversations. I've always, I have a little bit of an insider information on what you do as far as what it takes to get it done and the effort that you go into putting things like that.
Yeah.
And I always kind of go on the defensive, even from day one when we were working together.
Yeah.
Like I had absolutely no complaints because one, it's free.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
It's not really free. We pay our broker and whatever stuff, but in reality, it's free, or it's a lot cheaper than it's supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, it's professional editing.
Yeah.
You can't really, if they don't understand the detail, but are you paying attention to the industry as much as you are?
Exactly.
Which I know they're not.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's your job to pay attention to this industry. So if you give me a suggestion saying, hey, Angel, I saw on this video that they put this in and it went pretty viral.
Yeah.
Put it in. Put it in immediately. Who am I to tell you no? Because that's your job.
Yeah.
And you're paying far more attention to it than I am.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's easier
everybody.
now because when people ask, so how does this work? Do I need to do this, this, and this? I'm like, no, go look at our page. There's examples of exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, that is very good because you also build, through time, through experience. You already have a set standard
exactly
for what people should expect and do.
All I have to say now is there's a lot of options on our page. Go to Caldwell Banker Coast Realty. You'll find it all.
Yeah.
There's on Facebook, Instagram.
Make your picks. Yeah,
you'll find something, and you might like that one thing. We'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've loved your work. Like seeing your evolution throughout time and videos, it's just been great.
Yeah.
Like shout out to his business. If you guys need a photographer, it's a great guy.
Yeah.
Great pictures, great
I
content.
can vouch for his work tenfold. All right, so my turn. So it's not that bad. It's not. Okay. Listen, Angie set the bar. Angie set the bar too high.
Yeah.
I have been fortunate enough to deal with minor inconveniences, not lunatics, with the exception of that one client that we shared.
Sole exception.
Yeah.
That was, oh my God. But what I'm gonna share, at least as real estate goes, because I've also been in sales prior, and I'll share one crazy story from my prior sales. Okay. I used to be a home service guy. I used to sell pest, lawn, irrigation, termite services, and I would inspect homes to find all of these problems.
Right.
On one of the homes that I had to go inspect, I knock on the door, and I am privy that this person is a 82-year-old single woman. I'm like, okay, great. I'm gonna go take care of an elderly lady and solve her problem. I loved my job. Because I was actually just like in real estate, I was really helping and making a difference in people's lives because what termites can demolish your home. Subterranean termites can demolish your home if left unchecked. So these people are panicking that they're going to lose their home and I get to save their life. Save their home. Happy, I love to work. I knock on the door and what I see is an older lady poke her head out. And I can tell that she's wearing a robe. I'm like, oh, okay. She's probably gonna go get, decent and then come in, open the door. No, she opens the door. This is.
The video's getting out?
We're gonna call her Gladys, okay? Oh. And Gladys is an 82-year-old lady. Oh. God bless her soul. That is wearing a see-through bright red robe that is open all the way down the middle. And absolutely nothing on the other side.
Oh my gosh.
And Angie can testify, and I'm a consummate professional. No matter what job I do it with pride. So I don't address the elephant in the room. I go right into my spiel. Hello, my name is Angel. You have an appointment today to have a termite inspection. You might have a termite concern. Please point me the way of where you think your termite concern is. Again, I'm thinking she's gonna, cause she cracks the door open, full frontal, cause it's see-through. It's 100% see-through. Full frontal. She's like, I'm thinking she's gonna close the door, go get decent, and show me what the termite problem is.
Come on in.
Come on in. I think it's over here. So we walk into the home, and then I see, I'm gonna call it context. I see a lot of loofahs and upside down pineapples. If you know, you know.
Oh.
If you don't know, it's a swinger culture thing. Mind you, this was also in a retirement community.
Oh, that makes sense.
It wasn't in the villages, but it was, it was in a retirement community. And lo and behold, yeah, she did have a pretty severe termite problem. I proceeded to do my job. I inspected the entire home, inside and out. I inspected underneath the home. And I set her up with the proper termite treatment that needed to, eliminate the problem and protect her home for future problems. She had no problem. The whole time she never got dressed. She never, traumatic experience for me. She never got dressed. She did the whole thing in her little robe. Mm-hmm. She signed all the papers in a little robe. She sat on her couch to sign the papers in a robe across from me. There's your story from my sales, okay? Got a few other ones, but that's it. That's the only one I'm sharing about that. Traumatic.
Listen, I would have had the afternoon off. I had to process this, watch cartoons.
Oh my God. Me and my,
go to a confession.
Me and my general manager had a fucking blast.
That's hilarious.
Nobody laughed harder than my wife when I got home. No, but again, she wasn't, outside of the wardrobe, she wasn't inappropriate.
Yeah.
She was normal.
She was just like, I don't care anymore.
She doesn't care anymore. But yeah, I've got a few stories like that, walking in on two nudists as I'm doing an exterior inspection in their pool, and they get jump scared and almost get a gun pulled on me.
That's fun. I have a couple old ones. I used to be a pizza delivery driver.
Ooh,
so
okay.
You got to think there's the craziest people that order pizza, and there's people that order pizza like every single day of their life.
Yeah.
So I would deliver.
Before I go into real estate, I want to hear this because I'm a pizza fan. You know me, I love my pizza. I want to hear some pizza stories.
One of the deliveries I had was, I was like, okay, it's in a bad part of town. It's fine. Let's go.
It's fine.
I made the most money off of bad part of town. But I would go.
You're a delivery guy. Nobody messes with the delivery guy.
When I get to this house, there's no door on the house, no windows. The windows are all broken. And they want me to come inside. I get inside, and it's a trap house. Oh, and everyone's like shooting up drugs.
Yeah.
And doing the craziest stuff. And they're like they have a rack of money, like, all right, give me a second. And he's like counting it up. I'm like, I don't even want to touch this money.
You're like,
I take it anyways.
Yeah, you gotta take it.
There's that one.
Bring it back to the
Another one was, I pulled up one time, and this was an abandoned house, completely abandoned. And I don't know where to deliver this pizza. And I go into the abandoned house by myself. I go up the staircase, and it's a homeless man laying in like a sleeping bag. He's like, that's my pizza.
They just used the address to get it delivered?
I was the one delivery driver that would deliver the craziest.
Did he pay?
He paid online somehow.
Insane.
I'm like, you're homeless. How are you doing this?
Yeah, paying customers are paying customer, man.
Another crazy. This has gone more into crazy stories, but another crazy story is I was taking like 2 deliveries to a place, and there was another delivery driver on the clock at the same time, and he was off on a delivery. Well, I get a call from my boss. He's like, hey, you need to go pick up this guy's delivery. Like, something happened. He like swerved in front of a semi truck and got into like a little fender bender. And when he pulled over on the side of the road, he had like bad anger problems. And he punched through his back glass of his window and ripped his artery in his arm. So I get there, and all I see is a pool of blood on the ground. And he's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
And I see this pool of blood. I was like, what the heck is happening? All I heard was he was in an accident. I need to pick up his deliveries. So he comes running. He's like, screaming from around the corner. He's like, freaking out. He's like, oh my God. And he's like bleeding out, right? And I was
Wrap
like,
it up, dude.
sit down. I found a towel in my car, and I like tie his arm off to stop the bleeding.
Listen, at this point, take the shirt off your back and tie it up.
I know. I tie his arm off because he's like bleeding out.
Yeah.
I sent him in his car. I was like, "You're gonna be fine." And then the other guy that he got in an accident with is pissed, and he's like cussing him out. I'm like, he's bleeding out.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Your last,
Shut up.
Do you think his last memory wants to be
water
you?
spray.
And then I end up grabbing the deliveries that he had and getting back on the road.
It's like, well, you're waiting. You want
Work
some
is
pizza?
Yeah.
work.
Anyways.
Oh,
That's insane. That was a good one.
Yeah, that one was crazy.
That was cool. That was cool.
That's all I got.
So, what a horror story.
I just wanted to throw
I'm
that
so
in there 'cause that
traumatized
was-
for you.
that was some crazy
the crazy
stuff.
house.
I did. Yeah, I was like,
Lord.
I, wait. I used to
the
see
trap
some.
house of
The
just
trap
like
house, like, I
The
can just
crazy.
imagine, like,
the trap house
lights.
was crazy. And then I would always have people offer me drugs all the time. They're like, hey,
Well, not today,
wanna
bro.
hit-
you want some of this
Not today.
crack?
I'm gonna die.
You want some crack? I'm like, I don't want crack. I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you for offering. I
Thank you.
appreciate the courtesy, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna just head out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh
So-
man. Okay, so as far as real estate related rant or horror story, it was the drastic difference between these two clients. So one client had absolutely unrealistic expectations as far as communication and the process of selling the house. And the other one had, I could go, he got mad at me, not mad, but he got defensive over me calling him on Monday and Friday, which is usually how I follow up. I follow up on Mondays and Fridays with all of my clients. You know, Monday to give you what the plan of the week, and then Friday to let you know how the week went.
Right.
He was like, you don't have to call me all the time. Just text me if you have anything to say, and if it's an offer, then you know you can call me. He didn't want much communication. He just wanted me to do my job and call it a day.
Right.
The difference is the price point. So one was over $1 million, and one was just above 200 grand. So which client do you think is the one that didn't want me to talk to them and leave him alone, just do my job? And which one do you think had unrealistic expectations for communication?
I mean, for some reason, I don't want to say poor people because that's a harsh language.
Don't say that.
I really don't.
Don't say that.
She already said it. She already said it.
Sorry, I'm
It's already
sorry.
it's already there.
Cut it.
I'm not cutting it.
So
Cutting it.
they have such high demands. They're so nitpicky. I'm like, ma'am, it's only $3 product. And I don't know how to explain it, but the same goes when you have people up there. Whenever you have like people with expensive houses, luxury, it's like they do not care enough to be nice. Like both ways, like the sweet spot is in the middle.
In the middle.
The 300s, 500, 600, heck, even 700.
Yeah.
Maybe. But then you start getting nasty personalities.
Yeah. Well, when you get on the lower end, people are more conscious with spending certain things.
Yeah.
And then when you get on the higher end, they're just a little snobby because they have all those things.
Yeah.
So the sweet spot, like you said,
They
is
have
right
a lot
in the
in
middle.
common in personalities.
Right on the money.
Yeah.
The over $1 million house couldn't care less. He literally told me, look, I'm grateful, I'm happy you got the opportunity. Sell it. If it sells, great. If it doesn't sell, I don't give a shit. I'll keep renting it.
Yeah.
It's making me money.
Right.
Don't call me so much. Just text me. And let me know if we get an offer.
Yeah.
All right.
Dream client, by
Dream
the way.
client.
That's
dream,
awesome.
Dream freaking client. We did get an offer. He didn't accept it.
Oh,
It was 200 grand below what he wanted.
sad.
Couldn't get it. But 235 grand. Wanted a call every single day.
I think I know this person. Do I?
Yeah,
I
you
know
do.
this person.
You do.
Never mind.
You were
don't
there
have
for
to-
it.
You don't have to tell me the person. I know who it is.
I wanted a call every single day.
I remember that. And they got
That's-
access to my phone once. And
What?
I got frantic. Mind you, I don't have business with this person no
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, she
but
had nothing to do with him.
I have nothing to do.
And they got access to your phone.
I do not know how. It might have been, like I was a backup ever so often. Like if I need something.
He might have gotten it from another one of our listings
Yeah.
Or
that we were sharing.
That's
Yeah, 'cause-
crazy.
But yeah, like every
I-
single day, what happened today? Did we get any offers today?
Yeah.
It calls 6:30 in the morning. Mind you, I wake up early.
Yeah.
I'm an early riser.
Uh-huh.
But unless it's summer, I'm getting my kids ready for school.
Yeah.
I'm not answering your call at 6:30 in the morning.
Right.
I'm getting my kids ready for school. It was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare, because I defaulted to telling him, like, there's no change. If there is a change, I will let you know.
Yeah.
I call you on Monday, and I still called him Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah.
But Angie can testify. I told him to his face, like, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to set some boundaries.
Yeah.
If there's something important during the week, I'm going to call you. If not, we'll talk on Mondays and Fridays. And Angie can testify. He would call me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would not pick up the call.
It was insane. It was crazy.
Saturdays and Sundays, I would not pick up the call.
Yeah.
I would straight to
heck?
voicemail. Straight, and he would leave me a long-winded voicemail.
Just talking. He could have a conversation with the voicemail, and that.
Yeah. He
He
would have conversations with himself.
Anyway.
He would talk to himself in my voicemail.
What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, you were talking about
Yeah, and like just like Angie says, sometimes you have to set some boundaries. I understand that some people want more communication than others, and I get it. I mean, I completely understand. But you have to set some boundaries on when it becomes excessive. And a daily 6:30 call, at 6:30 in the morning is not it, Chief.
No.
It is not.
Not at all.
And then, or an evening call at 9:45 to 10 o'clock at night, it's not it, Chief.
No.
Unless it is, if it is that important, call, leave me a voicemail, leave me a text.
Absolutely.
I'll call you back if I can.
Yeah.
But it's just, it was...
The routine of it was...
Ugh. And at that time, I was mentoring Angie, and we were starting to get our first few commercial and residential listings together. And she was there for every step of the way. Like, she would know if my phone rang, she didn't have to, she knew the name. She's like, it's this guy, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it is. Every time throughout the day. Like, it got to be too much. It got to be too much.
For sure.
That one deserves the cherry on top, I have to say, just because of the length where, you know, the duration of all of this was months and months. It wasn't just 1 week or 1 month.
Yeah, I didn't.
It didn't take that long, but just even if we don't want to ignore our clients. We really do not. It's not professional. It's not right. But even with the texting, like the persistence, it was.
Yeah, if we set some boundaries. Let's respect, because I automatically respect human boundaries. I'm not going to, unless it's absolutely necessary, I'm not going to call you at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know, if you're my client, I'm not going to call you at 6:30 in the morning unless you've directed me, like, hey, I'm an early riser like you. Call me bright and early. Yeah. I've had agents that are like that when we're in a deal together, and they tell me I'm an early riser. So at 7:30 a.m., we're on the phone talking to each other, making a deal happen.
Yeah.
It was established. But, you know, if we set boundaries, let's respect those boundaries. This guy had no respect for boundaries at all. He really didn't care.
Yeah.
To the point where he went into my other listing, saw Angie's number, and started calling her.
That's crazy.
To get a hold of him.
Yeah,
and I get it. You know, I would get it if you had something important to say, but there was nothing important. He just was. So what happened? He would even ask Angie. So what do you know about my listing? What happened today?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
I can't.
I don't know anything.
I'm talking to you.
I can't.
It's cutting.
If you are a client that wants daily communication, the most I can is we are busy.
Yeah.
We literally have to carve time out of our day to be able to come and do these podcasts, because if not, we've got things we got to be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
The most I can do is send you a text in the evening.
Yeah.
If you want a text that's going to say nothing happened today. We gained 23 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1 favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but every single day, maybe twice a day, like, it's just...
I mean, I know agents who don't call their clients at all. I know agents who don't call their clients at all unless there's something important to tell them. I at least made it a point that every Monday and Friday, you get a phone call with a report. If you don't pick up my call, I'll send it in a text.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one. It was just it's drastic starch difference between, you know, you would think that somebody with over $1 million listing would want to know what's going on every single day.
Right.
And somebody who doesn't have that much of a price point would be okay if it sells for a little less, or if it takes a little time to sell. No, absolutely not. The lower the price, the harder they want you to work.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Cool.
This felt like a therapy session. I feel
little bit.
I feel lighter. I feel better. Like my day is gonna.
Get it off your
There's
chest.
one more thing you got to do. We all shared something from our previous work.
Let me. Okay, I can share one. The thing is that I worked at a doctor's office. I was a receptionist and part assistant for a while. So there's a lot of stuff there I cannot just open about. However,
Right.
I can talk about my first job.
Okay.
Okay.
Crazy story about your first job.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name of the shop because they're currently going through issues. But
I know. All right, I do know.
unfortunately, whenever you work out, it was an ice cream shop, and whenever you're like in your teens, that's the perfect job for that.
Yeah.
And full disclosure, I loved working there. The type of mixtures that I would do in shakes, and I was a master with that whipped cream. I will make the most.
Alchemist.
It was beautiful.
man.
Till this day, I have pictures of those stuff, and I'm like, I give it to the client. I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry. It was beautiful working there. However, the setup that they had, and I'm not talking a specific client person, but a horror story kind of thing. I was left behind with another coworker who was also a minor. And that's not enough backup for me. Of course, I believe I was like 17 or so. I'm still sort of a minor, but not really. It was kind of a gray area. So I'm like, I'm an adult here. So I gotta handle stuff. So we're doing the closing shift, and we will get a lot of weird people at that time at night, especially in the street that is located. It was very iffy. So
It's not that street that place is located. Night and day are two completely different things.
They're different. Daytime is like families, happiness. At night is like. Have you seen that episode on SpongeBob when they're doing night shift?
Yeah.
Stories. That's why I experienced
that. I had a family member who worked there as well. She would call it Silent Hill.
Oh.
If you know about the Silent Hill game, during the day,
crazy.
it's okay. As soon as night falls.
Yeah, no.
Pyramid Head is walking through the street.
Gosh.
So it was horrible. There was one shift specifically for this story. It was nighttime, it was raining, it was thundering. So there was a lot of wind. And these kind of doors, when they have the sensor and they, you feel the door, it starts like ringing, like the door open. And we had already had homeless people like ask for testers and freebies. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, like I have my snacks for my break. I can give that to you, but like, be away, go away. After that, we were already tense that there were people outside because, of course, it's raining. A lot of people.
Over the overhang.
And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't allowed, but every so often we had some homeless people that we saw around. We knew them, and we left them. Like stay inside, shelter. There's nobody here. You're not bothering anybody. Go ahead, why not? But there was this one time we were closing, and we already had like a person roaming around. Mind you, this is the store. The trash bin thing was all the way across the parking lot on the farthest corner ever. And it's pouring. I don't have an umbrella and I'm going with my best friend and we're like walking. We can't see the wind. Like this is like movie like.
Yeah.
And we start hearing there's something coming from inside like the huge trash thing. And it's like boom, boom. And we're like, do we throw it? Do we just leave it and dip? Or
Girl, I would have tossed that and ran. I don't care what's inside there. I would have assumed it's a raccoon. F it.
Yeah.
I told her, keep your phone, keep the 911 just in case. I have my taser. It was raining, so I was like, I have no idea what's going to happen.
You're going to get electrocuted too.
Like, whatever, YOLO. So I went there. As I'm about to like approach it, the thing opens and a person comes out of it, hooded. I was like, yeet! And we ran. There was no police report to be made. We were already ran. The store was already closed. The alarms were already set. So
in your car and go.
Yeah, it was. I got in my car. She got in her car. We are best friends because of that. We are besties.
Bonding experience.
It was definitely traumatic,
crazy.
and we bonded after that.
Yeah.
So I don't miss doing that. I don't miss doing that, but that's like it still lives in my memory.
Yeah.
Definitely like that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah. Definitely.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Angie had the best stories today.
She did. I
Thank
agree.
you. That's without counting the medical stuff. I have so much tea, but
Fun time.
after hours.
Yeah, we can't. I want that tea once we cut. That's going to do it for episode 15 of Mi Casa Your Market. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments section. If you're ever in the great state of Florida and need any help with real estate or photography, please feel free to reach out. But other than that,
Until next time.